A fairy tale is a fictional and/or made-up story. They constantly include ideas of princesses, magic, and adventure. It is a genre where your imagination is the limit. Fairy tale is a noun. It means an imaginative story for children. Roots of the genre come from different oral stories passed down in European cultures. What's your favorite fairy tale?
The story of Hansel and Gretel reflects themes of survival and resourcefulness.
Welcome to Student Activities.
Here's what is happening around Swanee Middle.
This week, we say a fond farewell to iReady Diagnostics for a while.
Fond?
Well, I am fond of October 28th.
Me too. PD Day, teachers get the opportunity to learn and we get the opportunity to sleep in. What a great day to be a kid.
October 28th is also International Animation Day.
I know. Miss Bird's animation class has been working on using different camera angles in their animations.
It's really cool. I've seen some of the work we've done in her class. It's really amazing.
Even though you're not actually animating your work yet, you're definitely learning a lot.
I heard the 6th grade has been learning a lot about the Declaration of Independence.
In fact, they just took their test and are moving on to the Bill of Rights.
This week, they even have a guest speaker from the Swanee Valley Electric Co-op.
That's electrifying.
Speaking of electricity, I was really impressed with some of the Swanee High School floats. Some of them are really powered up.
I bet the Live Oak Christmas Parade will be lit.
Well, speaking of celebrations, sort of, this week SMS is participating in Cancer Awareness Week.
I know. At lunch, I'm going to vote for a teacher to be pied on October 31st.
I hear the winners will be pied on live stream. Miss Neal's Introduction to Broadcasting class will be producing it for all of us to see.
Yes, they will. It'll be available on our website at bullpupnews.com.
Yesterday, several people found pink ducks in the Waddle for Awareness, and today you should see lots of people wearing pink.
Tomorrow, we will get an awareness sticker from our first period teachers. On Friday, we are encouraged to wear that color that corresponds to the cancer our family may have experienced.
This week has definitely been a full week.
Join us next week to see what else SMS is doing.
The Cinderella story has over 1,500 variations worldwide.
Weekly sports recap and what you might have missed. Tomorrow after school, all 3 eSports Rocket League teams have a game. Stormbreakers will face Millway Spartans, while the Sweepers and Toxins will both be competing against teams for ELMS. While all 3 games start at 4 p.m. tomorrow, you can catch one of them live at smsesports.com. I wonder who the shoutcaster will be this week. Why do vampires like baseball? Because every night they turn into a bat. That made me fall out of my chair. I'm okay, but let's carry on. Today and tomorrow are girls basketball tryouts. Good luck to all that's trying out. Way to go, SMS Volleyball, for winning playoffs and making it to championships. You know, being a cheerleader is no laughing matter. It is so much more than dancing around with pomps. In cheer, we get down to business. It's not just a Cinderella story. We actually have to get to work. Our practices are from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. That is just enough time to go over cheers, chants, and warm-up stunts. You know, cheerleading is not the type of hard people think. People think we are all mean and yell at each other. That is so wrong. We actually support and trust each other. That's why we can lift people in the air. If we didn't have trust, then we couldn't have a team, because you need trust to work together. And sometimes we need to learn from our mistakes. So we run laps and do push-ups. We work really hard to be on the 25 tried out and only 18 made the team. We work for our spots on the team. What it means to be a cheerleader is to show school spirit, work hard, respect your peers, and show pride in representing our school. Go Bullpups! Behind all the working out and running laps, we learn to build confidence and teamwork. We respect each other. Now you know how hard we really work and how tough it is to be a cheerleader. I hope this changes your point of view on cheer, and maybe y'all can all consider cheerleading a sport. Let's plan to attend this week's esports game. I'll be there. Will you?
Jack and the Beanstalk teaches about bravery and the consequences of greed.
Fairy tales have been around for thousands of years, 6,000 to be exact. The fairy tales that we all know and love aren't really the original versions. The original versions of our favorite fairy tales are dark and grim, so I won't be talking about them too much, mainly because they aren't appropriate. Fairy tales aren't just cute little stories. They teach morals and or life lessons. Take Little Red Riding Hood, for example. It's about a little girl walking in the woods to see her grandma, and on her way she meets a wolf that she doesn't know, but she trusts him, so she tells him where she's going. And then the wolf makes it to her grandmother's house before her and impersonates her grandmother in an attempt to eat her. This story teaches stranger danger and the importance of not trusting people you only just met and don't know well. Have you ever wondered what the first fairy tale was? Well, the first fairy tale was The Smith and the Devil. It was written in 4000 BC. The Smith and the Devil was a story about a blacksmith who sells his soul to the devil to gain supernatural abilities. We all have our own opinions on fairy tales, and it was like Cinderella over the Three Little Pigs, or Rapunzel over Little Riding Hood. Like I said before, we all have our own opinions on fairy tales, and my opinion is that all fairy tales are great in their own way, but I personally like fairy tales with magic because magic is a cool but confusing concept. For example, with the help of magic, you could make yourself disappear. That wasn't meant to happen. Make things float. But overall, fairy tales are pretty great.